turn into a runner, pick up the first down. It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10.
Alert, alert, alert,
They'll run it for the first time.
Howard push the ball forward. It's a game.
Second down and 8.
On play, Mayfield. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page. That's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a third down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On third down, here's Harris. Now a timeout for injury. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is Mayfield. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown Blues. That touchdown gives him 18 on the season. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Blues will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Now the former Ohio State Buckeye. Here's J.K. Dobbins. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. Off the fake, here's Ritter. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. They send the tight end in motion. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. Now it's Dobbins. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back, but not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's third down. Out of the gun, it's Ritter. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This a 48-yard attempt. Bates' kick is good. And the Bisons are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Here's first and 10.
Run. Dad! What's that?
They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. He's going to look downfield for Chark. That is caught! And he will score! DJ Chark, touchdown Blues. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's Dobbins. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
On second down, Ritter. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Third and 6. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands.
So the sideline saves the turnover, but now this brings up fourth down. So, Mike, after dodging a bullet there, and you say, okay, you got away with one there, it's fourth down. How aggressive do I want to be? Do you feel better about your punt unit coming on and saying, hey, better than bringing our defense out after the turnover? Or do you say, hey, let's take advantage of this opportunity by keeping our offense?
And he will go all the way. Juju Smith-Schuster. Touchdown, Bisons. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bisons are back within 4. It is 14-10. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Real. Good. What's up?
Here's Mayfield. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Good. What's up?
On second down, a run with Harris. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down.
Point it right. Good. Pistol. What's up?
Now Mayfield. Able to complete it to Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. 14-10 is our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back after this.
Good. What's up?
Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. And he spots his target downfield. Great teamwork on the completion. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down.
What's up?
Throwing is Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. That's pulled in. Najee Harris. And he's going to be taken down. 2 yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. The ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Isaac Guerrero. Touchdown, Blues. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. A run with Dobbins. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Deron Payne there for the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Ritter. Open man is Robinson. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, it's Ritter. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. The ball's out. The defense has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing...
Man, I put the pop on that man, cuz.
Part where your fingers cover to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
They'll get forward to about the 42. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Kings! Watch out!
They run it over center with Harris. And how about that back bulldozing his way forward? A gain of 9 yards.
Point it right. Watch out!
On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
Marked down at the 6.
Hey, 2 minutes. Hey, alert 33. Watch out!
One more time, it's Garendo. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2. try to run it with Harris. He slams it in there, and he is in. Najee Harris, touchdown, Blues. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down, taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Here's Ritter to throw. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Ritter. Open man downfield, it's Baker. It's a big one right there. 31 yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Ritter. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Into the hands of his tight end, Barner. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. Third and 5. Putting the tight end in motion. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Now a 2nd timeout called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. So on 4th down, here comes the veteran, Brian Anger. Oh, look at this. It's a fake. And this is going to be incomplete. So they let the punter try and throw for it. Not sure if he did that on his own. Either way, doesn't matter. They've turned it over on downs.
Real. Good.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Derek Stingley.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover.
And this will be tracked down and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Hey, alert 33.
Higgins sent in motion.
What's that?
They go play action with Mayfield. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Kirby Joseph. And the Bisons are going to take over here up near the 40.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush
And the commentators don't know who got the interception.
work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
Ready up.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go. 18, Pioneer. Go.
Here's Ritter. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Tight end going in motion here. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Johnson now to return. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing is Ritter. That'll be complete to Dobbins. Oh! And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
On the jump. 79 Broncos.
Out of the gun, it's Ritter. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
19 seconds.
Ritter. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. 3rd and long. Now Ritter. Open man. It's Juju Smith-Schuster downfield. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line. They'll give it to Dobbins. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
60 Eagles.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Here now, 3rd and 5. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Mayfield. And he's in! Travis Kelce, touchdown Blues.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
Johnson now to return. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. First and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Akilla Witherspoon. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. That's the safety, Richie Grant. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
They go play action with Ritter. Catch made by Smith-Schuster. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot. A quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw again. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again. And he will get into the end zone. Deontay Johnson. Touchdown, Bisons. Here's Bates for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bisons are able to edge a bit closer.
Bisons 17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. On first down is Mayfield. Ayuk makes the catch right side. Now he's free at the 35. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Mike, it just seems like certain games each week just align for matchups like we're seeing today. Just two quarterbacks trading blow for blow, putting on a show for their respective teams. Let's see if he can finish this drive off with another touchdown following that big play.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's into the end zone. Travis Kelce, touchdown Blues. He's got another one, his second touchdown of the evening. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his fourth touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, it's Ritter. In trouble, and down he goes. On second down, Ritter. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of this defense.
That is caught to the goal line and in. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown Blues. 2 more touchdowns for him here. Now 19 for the year. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin here on the ground. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Let's go. From the shotgun, it's Ritter. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Off the fake. Here's Ritter. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. To throw is Ritter. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. Here's a 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. That is caught by Chark. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities that...
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. On the handoff, it's Harris. Oh, he coughs up the football. And this is taken in by the defense.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit. And that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Now they'll set up to throw. He's in. Juju Smith-Schuster. Touchdown, Bisons. That his second touchdown tonight. So Ritter will bring them to the line for this two-point attempt. That'll be caught. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. Down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
They'll come up here. First and 10.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! What's up?
On play action, Mayfield. A pass taken in by Harris. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Now it's Harris. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Second down and 8.
Done.
Throwing is Baker. This one caught at the 4. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with first and goal. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Najee Harris, touchdown Blues. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Blues stretch things out even further. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. into the hands of his tight end, Barner.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Now, Ritter to throw on second down. That is brought in. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. On first down, it's Ritter. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And that's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Here's 3rd and 2. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. That's taken in. A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off. A run on 1st and goal. He is in. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Bisons. So Ritter will bring them to the line for this 2-point attempt. Back to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Blues are going to take over just shy of midfield.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup. Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. And he'll take it on in. DJ Chark, touchdown Blues. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. On is McPherson for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Blues add on to their already sizable lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. He'll complete it to Barner. And will mark him down up beyond the 30. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away. Will go down as an incompletion. Joey Porter Jr. got a hand in there and made the play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ritter. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Blues will add one more onto their big lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Ritter. That'll be complete to Dobbins.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And he'll get this ahead to about the 25-yard line. Now a second timeout called by the defense. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. The offense is out there, 4th and inches. They'll try to run.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately...
And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown.
Who, Desmond Ritter?
The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with...
I feel the same way about Baker, man. Baker just, I don't know.
You don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick 6. But to get 2 pick 6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
So the kickoff team out there, one final
Yes, sir.
Final minute as they take it away.
Yeah, we're going to see each other twice a year. Shit, I look forward to it. I ain't saying you trash. You got a little something.
On the ground, this is Bisons. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3.
Good.
Now it's Bisons.
Good game. Ain't it right? Put that pop on him. Ain't it right? Good game, fam.
On this one, time has expired in this 4th quarter. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night.